Okay, good morning, everyone. What day is today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay, today is Wednesday, and we are here for Marketing Mastery, and I am with my social media marketing guru. I named her today. So, Kim, welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Good. I love this topic that you wanted to talk about today. Like, it's so important. And we talked a little bit before we went live. Who are you marketing to? So when you are on Facebook, Instagram, any of LinkedIn, any of those platforms, what are we really trying to do?
Well, can I start with a quote that I came across?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay. The quote that I came across that is really impacting and making me really think about our strategies as we work with clients and how we are maybe going to potentially shift a few things is a brand is no longer what it tells consumers it is. It is what the consumers tell each other.
So your reputation precedes you is another way.
Correct. Or I always think of like toothpaste commercials, like Colgate. They might be like whiten your teeth, but until you hear that other people have really done it, that's gonna, like, if you ask your best friend and say, your teeth are so white, what are you using? And they say Colgate or Crest or whatever brand they're using, you're
Right.
like, sweet, they got results. I'm going to do that. Versus if you just saw a commercial on TV, you're like, oh yeah, that looks cool. But it's all staged or whatever. But you're the consumer is telling you, so that when we speak about what we do and if our friends are doing something, that social proof makes all the world of difference. Example, your testimonials that we share, that
Right.
impacts people because they know that they're real people saying those words.
Right. So when we're thinking about who we're marketing to, we have to think about I should have reworded this actually, because it's really who you're trying to market to. What do they want to hear? What are they
Right.
looking for? And it's
Right.
really important to get a handle. And I used this example before we went live. Like, I know that my clients like motivational. Well, I didn't know they liked a lot of morning motivation, right? And I
Right.
started giving to my clients a motivational message in the morning on most mornings. So when I stopped doing that, they were like, wait, where are the morning motivational messages? And I realized that that's what my clients often, besides everything else I teach them, they're looking for me to be their cheerleader, as you call it, right?
Right.
The person who gets them motivated in the morning to get focused and stay okay emotionally and go through the tough times in their business. That's what my clients, my social media following also likes. We're finding that they're responding more to my motivational quotes, my rah rah shish kumbah cheerleader type stuff, and sharing the results that I get for people. So that's what you mean by making sure that we're marketing to what our clients want to hear.
Correct.
Not just what I want to say, which is hire me as a business coach if you're not making money.
Correct.
That's like a direct slam sale, like
Right. And that's when we're doing audits and stuff, if you think of marketing like your brand as a person, when you look at your feed, 90% of the people's feeds almost look narcissistic. It's not like they're narcissist, but it's all about me. So for an example, we'll look at either coaches or designers. Well, designers would be an easy one. You show a project photo, which is great, and you could highlight the project photo, pick out the tile, pick out the lighting and stuff. And you could put a question like, wouldn't you love this gorgeous home? Or is your home making you feel, do you feel loved in your home? Those kind of questions are great. Where we see the challenge is every single post says, hire me as your designer, go to my website. Go to my website and contact me. That's where people are getting that disconnect. They want to build that real relationship. And that's when, who are you marketing to? And how are they going to feel by your marketing is really the key to success with the social media marketing.
Right. All right. So who are you marketing to and how are they going to feel when they see your marketing? And that's, I mean, this is such a great exercise, Kim, because if I used to say this to people, stand up, go into a different room, put your laptop on your lap and look at your own website as if you are a client.
Correct.
Pretend you're not yourself for a moment. It's not what you want to tell them. You're not pushing out information all the time. There has to be a balance of what do they really want to hear.
Correct. Or another question that I like to ask my clients, and especially when we're starting out, is what do you want to be known for? Like, what do you as a business, what do you as a person want to be known for? And then how can we relate that through the social media marketing post? And does that match up with what your clients really think who you are?
Okay, that's what I was just going to say. What do you want to be known for is one thing.
Right.
But if you're not quite there yet, you have to sort of make a slow transition. What do you want to be known for? But what do your clients currently know you for and want to hear from you also?
Correct. And when those two marry, that's where that magic happens.
What do you want to be known for? And what are your clients, your ideal clients, actually looking for?
Correct.
In a service provider that provides what you provide, either interior design or coaching and consulting. Correct. Yeah, this is why I think people get so nervous about marketing. Like, I don't know what I want to be known for, or I want to be known for this, but that's not why people currently come to me. So how do I do that? Right. So I'm known for coaching interior designers, but I also coach online consultants and coaches. I have a hair in my mouth that's driving me crazy. So it's locks a lot of people up understanding the balance. And I will tell you that over the years, we have shifted and morphed so many times. And I do think that's normal. I think it's like an artist's life, right?
Yes. And an example that it's hard for me to share because it was one of my not so good social media experiences with a client was that this client thought that I was too kind. I was too nice. I'm too kind in my approach to my social media posts. She wanted somebody raw and edgy. So I tried doing it for a month. It about killed me and it made her dissatisfied because I'm not one that's going to use vulgar language. I'm not one my brain doesn't really think that way, but I wasn't authentic. So I wasn't she wasn't my ideal client I was marketing to.
Yes.
But how we change and we morph and you're going to, remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress. And so we're always going to make, it's shifting. Marketing is always shifting. If you're doing the same marketing today that you were doing 3 years ago, you're not going to be getting results. Like we are changing our strategy for you almost on a weekly basis. Just because the market shifts so fast and people they want that authentic relationship. They want to know that you care about them. Designers, they will love your work that you do, but they also want to know who you are and are you a good fit for them and their personality.
Yes, and if you're not putting yourself out authentically and you're just trying to fake what you think your clients want to see and hear, you're really never going to find your ideal match when it comes to your ideal client. You're going to get mismatched often. And listen, you could be doing perfect marketing and still getting mismatches in
of course.
You're attracting.
It's a goal, progress, not perfection.
Okay, so the summary of what we spoke about up till now is that what do you want? You want to marry, what do you want to be known for, and what your ideal client is actually looking to hear or see when you're out on social media. If you can marry those two, then you will be hopefully attracting your ideal client and making those relationships that you need to grow your business.
Correct.
Okay.
All right. Now let's get to that little nuts and bolts of the marketing stuff. So big change on Instagram is that they are no longer having Instagram Reels and Instagram videos. It is all combined under Instagram Reels now. So that really doesn't change a whole lot of difference for the process. It just makes, if you go to Instagram, it's like, where's my video button? It's now under the Reels.
So I did a video this morning, just recorded it directly on my phone, uploaded it to my Instagram stories. Does that mean that became a reel because it's a video? No.
That's in your stories. That's a little bit different.
That's in your stories. Okay, but I could have uploaded that video to Reels.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, and then it would have been on your stayed on your feed.
And it would have stayed on and then it would have been on my feed, not on my stories. Okay.
Right. So you could have uploaded it to your feed and that would have stayed there. And then you could have shared it to your stories and then you would have gotten double bang for the message.
Darn it. This is why I don't do this myself and I have you guys do it. But okay. But
there's a message that you always like, hey, that's a really good message. I want it to be known with me forever. You want to put it on your feed and then share it to your stories because your stories are gone in a day. But you could share your story to your highlight, and that message would still stay then under your highlights. So if you'd like, I could go in today and I could share that, save that story to your highlight. And
would you like to do that for me?
I will make a note and I'll do that.
Okay, thank you. But the point is that if you are doing a video and you're putting it on your feed, it's going to automatically be a reel now, and a reel will automatically go on your feed, or you have to tell it to.
I think you upload it as a reel.
You upload it as a reel.
Yeah. Okay. And I think there's a spot still. They're changing it so fast, it's really hard to keep up. But it says, last time I did a reel a couple weeks ago, it says, do you want to put this on your feed? Also, and then there's a button you click. So
gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right. And reels are still
they're still kind of, the thing that they're seeing with reels is it's great for visibility. Where the disconnect sometimes happens is that if you're doing reels to expect new clients immediately, it's not going to happen. The reels
I don't think anything you do on social media makes me expect ever that you get clients immediately, right? It takes consistency over a long haul.
It does, because we develop relationships, because social media is social.
Social.
There are a lot of people that think that they'll get immediate clients, and they're very disappointed in 3 months if they haven't gotten clients from social media. Or they expect social media to rescue their business when their business is dying because of bad business practices. And social media is not going to save your business.
Right. It's only one piece of the very large puzzle.
It's a tool.
Running a business.
Yes, it's a tool.
Okay.
So that is a big thing with Instagram. The other thing is, guess how many people hack Instagram every day? Like, how many hacks do you think there are on Instagram?
I don't know, but I get hacked often enough that I would think it's pretty high. I've gotten duplicate. I'm out on Instagram. All of a sudden, I have a second or third profile. People are trying to get in and hacking me all the time. And obviously, we are on top of it, and it doesn't happen. Thankfully, knock on wood. I would say, as a percentage,
how about up to 500,000 hacks a day?
Okay.
So people think that when they're hacked, they're being attacked personally.
Nope. I feel that way.
Nope. It is easy to feel that way, but it's just the hackers hacking. Up to 500,000 a day, Instagram accounts are hacked. So,
okay, you may not know the answer to this, but I really want to find someone who does. What is the purpose of someone taking their time in their lives to hack an Instagram like mine? They're not going to make any money hacking, like duplicating an interior designer, duplicating a coach's Instagram, like to hack me. Why? Like,
I don't know, because my brain doesn't work that way, but I can guess it's because if they can hack that and they can hack your passwords, they might be able to get into your bank account and your other accounts. And so that's where it's not just necessarily the Instagram, it's what they can get from other places, or, even all these little games that you play on Facebook that says, when were you born, blah, 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 blah. That's all data that's going into this hacker's mind. And then they go ahead and they figure it out, and then they can hack your bank account or your whatever things. And so it's not just a matter of the Instagram, but we have a few tips that we can share to help you prevent getting hacked. One is two-factor authentication.
That is a hard word to say.
Two-factor
authentication. Now, I know that it's a pain in the ass, because when my team needs to get into my accounts, I have to make sure I'm near my phone to put in the code to get you guys in. However, it's worth the inconvenience, because since I put that in place, I have not gotten hacked.
Correct. So 2 factors, one. The second thing that I think many people get caught on and they don't even think about it is when you get a DM from somebody. So if I got a DM for you with a link and I wasn't for sure that it was your real account, it's clicking on that link is what can get you into some trouble. So if you don't know the person that has DM'd you and they've sent you a link, don't click on the link without doing further investigation to make sure that it's a real person.
Okay.
Remember that Instagram will never contact you through the app. So that's just kind of, I'll get messages like, oh my goodness, Instagram says they're going to shut this down. Or right now I'm getting texts all the time. Amazon, you've got a big account thing with Amazon. It's like, really? Amazon's telling me I'm spending too much money? Come on. And that's a text that I'll be getting. It's going around our area really crazy right now.
I've gotten texts too. Click, I see you're trying to get into something and it's not working, click here for like emergency recovery. And if I click that, they're asking me for passwords and stuff. So like, don't fall for that. And if you get a message from someone you even know that has a link, check the profile to make sure it's not
really that person. Like,
yeah, because if you see 10 followers and it's me, well, obviously that's not me, right? Then you'd say either Nancy started from scratch again, but then I got a ton of messages when I got hacked. Like, is this you? I'm getting messages. I'm like, nope, please report.
Yes.
Please
report. Yep. And report. And then the last little tip is use a password protector app like LastPass.
That's what I use.
Yeah, something like that. So those are just some hacking or some tips to protect you from hackers. And then really quickly on Facebook, they're doing so many changes. We could spend like hours on all the different changes. But the two that I feel are really important is if you own a group, and I'm sure that you've seen this, you can use that @everyone and tag everybody in the group. The problem is I would not do that more than once a month because people are leaving groups like crazy because it is almost a form of spamming. But that is available if you want to, if you have a message that everybody, like for you, if you launched a new program and you wanted everybody in the group to know about it, that would be a good place to do it, but be careful on that. And the second thing is that Facebook and Instagram both send us suggested posts in our feed. But sometimes they're like, why is that? But now Facebook added on the iPhone, it's at the bottom, on the Android, it's at the top, but it's a feed section. So you can click on that and all you're going to see are your people that you want to see, some from your friends, your family, places. So open up your phone.
Open up my phone.
And go to Facebook. And so you have your normal feed that Facebook will go ahead and throw things into. So if you click on the home button, that's your normal feed. At the bottom of my phone, I also have a button called Feeds.
Yes, I have that too.
Yes, and so it's got my favorites, my friends, and my groups. So then I can stay on top of the people that I really want to stay on top of.
So my feeds is what gives me my favorites?
Your feeds are people that you want to be with. Your home is where you'll see the ads. You'll see what Facebook will do, like 20% of the posts that you see are going to be suggested.
Okay, I have to tell you though, I think it's the opposite. Because I'm seeing sponsored ads on my feed, and on my home is where I'm seeing sponsored ads there too.
So maybe they are throwing some sponsored in on your feeds also.
But it is sponsored ads from some of the places I frequent often.
Right. But you're going to see the people that your pages that you've liked, your friends more on your feeds than on the home. The home, 20% of the content can up around the estimate, 20% will be suggested pages or, you know, stuff that maybe because of your interest that the algorithm will just throw in there.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, that's some funky stuff on this feed. I got to go through this. And then I can actually take each one and I can eliminate it in the future if I want to by pressing the 3 buttons on the top of that post. And I can say, I no longer want to get from this group, or I no longer want to get from this person, or I want to.
Right. Well, and I would actually recommend every couple months going in, and even your groups. I went in there the other day and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm part of like a couple hundred groups, and I started cleaning out because really,
yes,
simple. So.
Yes. All right. Lots of information here today. Lots and lots. So go back and watch. This is also being posted on YouTube and LinkedIn and my Facebook business page. And I think you always share it too, Kim, on your personal page. But tell everyone what you do and how they can get you.
Okay. We do social media management for clients. So we are either a done for you or we teach you how to do it. We recently launched a new service project. It was called Get It Done Club. So now we extended the days on Mondays and Fridays at 9:30 Central Time. We will meet for an hour through Zoom, and I will kind of help coach you, consult you, help you get your marketing done. And it's a great time to set aside for your marketing. So we meet weekly. And then they also get access to my software program that we use to schedule our programs, or our software, our social media post. Goodness.
So if they're in the weekly club where they can go and power through a power hour to schedule their social media posts using the program that you use, they will get their own version of that if they're in the club.
They get it done. Yep. So they get accountability, they get mastery. They get resources to just help them. We're going to hold their hands so they get the marketing done.
1 hour a week.
1 hour a week.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it. Okay. And your website?
FreshImpactLLC.com.
Okay. Do me a favor, go into comments and put that after we're done live, so if people need you. So I love the Get It Done Club. I think if I was still doing my social media, that's what I would do, because it would hold me accountable to planning every week. If I needed you, you'd be there to help me plan, answer my questions, get me through anxiety about what I'm posting, and give me all the updates on social media, like, don't do that anymore, do this instead. It's like unbelievable. I think it's a great program.
Yeah, we're having a lot of fun with it.
And it's fun too. So, all right, everyone, go have a great Wednesday. And Kim and I will see you next month. Yes. And I already thought of a topic and now I lost it, but I'll write it down later when it comes to my mind again for next time. I feel like we should I know it just came to me. I feel like we should just pick just Facebook next time or just Instagram next time and go over some real details about the updates that they're.
So let's do a little poll. If you watch this video, leave a comment before. Do you want Facebook or Instagram? And then we'll let you decide. And if we don't hear, then we pick.
That's right. Do you want more Facebook marketing details or more Instagram marketing details for next month's live? Right. And we'll do one next month, and we can do one the month after. And of course, there's still Pinterest and LinkedIn and all those other things. So
yeah, there's a lot of updates on all those platforms. So
it's crazy. All right, thanks everyone. I will see